Engine boost activated.
Action stations.
Hey, what's up guys? Your average wargamer is back with another video of World of Warships, and today I'm going to be featuring a rare tier 7 premium Russian destroyer, and that is Tashkent 39. A destroyer that is actually available to buy in an event probably a couple of months ago, and you have to basically exchange your resources to get that ship. But unfortunately it is not available and now rated as a rare ship in World of Warships for a Soviet destroyer. Now this destroyer, as you can able to see, I am having a almost 52 knots of speed currently, or 51 knots of speed, which is one of the strengths of this ship, that as a torpedo boat destroyer of having 9 torpedoes, it has probably speed rivals to that of French or basically Italian destroyers. It's a Soviet destroyer, but it has the speed like basically ridiculous levels at tier 7. Not only that, it has basically the HP pool of 21,200, which is basically the highest HP pool of all destroyers. Almost crazy numbers here, you can able to see. I'm not using survivability expert in this build, by the way. If I use survivability expert, it would get even higher. So you can imagine the speed and the HP pool of this ship already is pretty insane. For this Soviet destroyer, well, it only has 3 guns, and the guns DPM, is nothing to brag about. It's pretty actually terrible, to be honest, but the guns are not something that is something to talk about. It's the torpedoes that it has currently in its arsenal that basically makes so much sense for a torpedo boat destroyer like this. Really high speed combined with 9 torpedoes, and as you can able to see, it has one more consumable that basically makes it even better torpedo boat destroyer, and that is the torpedo reload booster consumable. So you can basically send a 1 set of torpedo here, and then you just use a torpedo reload booster to basically get another 9 set of torpedoes, and that basically makes Tashkent 39 pretty terrifying torpedo boat destroyer to rival. I mean, it kind of reminds me of a Shiratsuyu, right? I mean, Shiratsuyu is a tier 7 Japanese destroyer, and you also have torpedo reload booster on that ship as well, but you have to trade either smoke or torpedo reload booster consumable to use that thing. In this case, you can able to see that I have sent 1 set of torpedoes of 9, and then I sent another set of torpedoes of 9 with the help of torpedo reload booster. So you can imagine you can pump out quite a lot of torpedoes in the sea to able to nail a battleship that might be broadside to you. In this case, I just preemptively sent quite a whole lot of torpedoes towards the smoke where starred 43 got spotted. And in this case, well, luckily the torpedoes having also a 1.2 kilometer detection, which is very low, to be honest, if I'm not wrong. Let me check the stats real quick for these torpedoes.
Our team has taken the lead.
As you can able to see, you have basically 66 knot of torpedoes with my build with 15,100 damage, and that is very nice for a tier 7 destroyer like that. Good torpedo range, because I mean, if you talk about Akatsuki tier 7 Japanese destroyer that also have 9 torpedoes, well, you can able to see it also have 10 kilometer torpedo range, just like this Tashkent 39 has. Similarly, it has a smoke, a engine boost, as well as torpedo reload booster. Like, that is insane consumables on its arsenal, and look at the speed that it is having right now, 54.2 knots of speed. Remember that I'm also using the swift and silence, which also improves ship speed by 8% as well as using the speed boost as well. So 16% speed increase basically gives me almost 55 knots of speed. That is a massive speed, and you can basically go across the map like really fast. Now you can able to see that I just managed to get a dev strike on starred 43. You have to do something with Tashkent 39 as a torpedo boat, and that is to basically get towards the flank and try to deal damage to battleship with your torpedoes, because that is one of the strengths of Tashkent 39. As a torpedo boat, if you are a good destroyer player and love Shimakaze line, or basically even Yu Yang line, I think you will love Tashkent 39. It is amazing tier 7 torpedo boat destroyer, and I think it's understandable that why it's been removed and basically set up as a rare category ship, just because it has pretty good stats, like really good numbers. I mean, if you look at the tech tree ships, like go and check even the Shiratsuyu, a tier 7 tech tree destroyer, you will be able to see that you can only use torpedo reload booster, but you cannot use your smoke. So I mean, in this case, you can not only use the smoke, but you also have really insane speeds. Also, you have a torpedo reload booster. But with all the good strengths, I can able to now show you some weaknesses here. I mean, the guns, you can able to see that I can only shoot 3 of them. This is pretty underwhelming. Like, it's very difficult to deal a destroyer with these guns because they are just simply not having good DPM. On the other hand, you can able to see that my concealment on the Tashkent 39 is, I think, 7.5 seconds base. That is very high for a tier 7 destroyer. There are a lot of tier 7 destroyers out there that have decent concealment, but Tashkent 39 is not one of them. But still, on the other hand, this massive HP pool that you will be able to see can be very much utilized if you want to take on a destroyer, which you will be able to see that I'm going to be forced to fight a knife fight against a destroyer that has better DPM than me, which is basically a German destroyer. And I will be able to show you in a later game that I am kind of forced to do that. In this case, you can able to see that my team is kind of pushing like crazy, like Michelangelo basically having insane confidence that he can be able to pull things off. But regardless, there is a Udaloy that is now shooting me here and gets spotted around 7.2 kilometer. It also have, for some reason, a bad concealment, but fortunately enough that I have some support from Asashio and Velos, and that's basically gonna help me in dealing with the Udaloy. I could never have done something about the Udaloy myself because he would simply have enough DPM to kill me even. But that's the benefit of having a lot of HP pool with Tashkent 39. In this case, well, I'm struggling to kind of use my torpedo bombers, the torpedoes for Tashkent 39. But well, then I able to saw that there is Alliance. Now here Alliance is basically quite a big threat, since he can basically shotgun our battleships. And well, when I saw that situation, I quickly jumped towards the area where I have to go and drop the depth charges here. I'm just dropping the depth charges towards this Alliance since he is basically very close enough, and started to get some splash damage. If I can able to show you some of the stats of these ASW strikes that Tashkent 39 currently has, so let me show you that exactly as well. So Tashkent 39 have basically not that impressive maximum damage of 2400. So in this case, if I'm doing splash damage, it's gonna be half. So I'm dealing some damage to this Alliance here, but you can able to see that I still didn't manage to kill him, and now he basically comes out and trying to basically shotgun our battleships, but that didn't happen. So I mean, Tashkent 39, I mean, you have to completely rely on your torpedoes to deal the most damage. Your guns are nothing to brag about. Your ASW strikes is definitely okay, I won't say it's amazing, but it's not too bad either. So still pretty much okay when you're using against submarines. But you do have smoke, which you will be able to use from time to time, as well as you also have speed boost, as well as torpedo reload booster, just like I previously said. Unfortunately, in this game, as you can able to see, there's just not a whole lot of battleships that I can just go and drop torpedoes on. Even though I have the best of the speed, I simply get spotted by a destroyer, and the battleships are in such a weird positions that I know that I cannot able to just rush towards them regardless. And here I decided to just farm this Pommern with just the help of the smoke, since that's the only thing that I can do effectively right now. And the guns, as you can able to see, they are terrible to use. Regardless, I have to get some damage, and I'm sending torpedoes along the way. The torpedo reload time is pretty okay. I mean, since you also have torpedo reload booster, but since that Pommern is kinda using the islands as cover, I know that even that can't be really valuable to basically smoke and farm him, since he just got obliterated by Iowa. The enemy team is in kind of a tough spot, I would say, because they have no position. There is a Scharnhorst 43 that is actually pushing over Massachusetts, which actually does not gonna be really well in his favor. I know that the Massachusetts can eventually be able to kill the Scharnhorst 43 unless the whole enemy team gonna be focusing him. Here in this case, as you can able to see, that I accidentally shot on this German destroyer, and that's a bit of a bad thing since I got spotted by Scharnhorst 43. Not a good thing since I'm just spotted and can be easily farmed by that German destroyer that is in the smoke. So what I did is basically I tried to use the smoke that is in front of me as cover. I tried to close the target towards the German destroyer as fast as possible so that I can able to kill him, since I remember that it has low HP. So I might be able to kill this guy, no issues whatsoever. So just like I said, like these guns are pretty bad. And somehow I just shooting AP, which is which is kind of bad. You should not use AP on angle destroyer. It's not going to be worth it at all. I got spotted here, and then there are torpedoes, slow torpedoes of this German destroyer, Gimmicks. I don't know how to pronunciate that. He just managed to dodge some of my torpedoes, but now he gets spotted, and now I am kind of trying hard to kill this guy, but you can able to see the gun DPM is really bad, and it was pretty much of a struggle, almost losing enough HP that I might die. He's also trying hard to kill me, but somehow in this knife fight scenario I finally managed to get enough shell hits that this guy will die. But the Scharnhorst, as you can able to see, constantly shooting me, and I don't know how the Massachusetts die, but yeah, that was actually bad. And in this case now I have to go and try to kill the Scharnhorst 43, but I can only imagine that Asasio or Lepanto will kill him before I will try to even shoot my guns. So not the best of the situation that I have showed Tashkent 39 in this game, but you can able to see under some situations you will definitely going to have these scenarios where you just cannot do anything except to use your guns and maybe hope for any battleship to push you to use your torpedoes. But regardless, that good amount of consumables that you have under your arsenal, amazing speed and good torpedoes with torpedo reload booster consumable will basically make Tashkent ship a really worthy ship to play and very enjoyable. Concealment is bad, I must say. 6.7 kilometer concealment with the build, or 6.8 kilometer if I'm not wrong. But other than that, bad concealment and poor guns does not make this ship too bad. It's just that you have to play it carefully and use it as a torpedo boat destroyer rather than a gunboat. I was using it as gunboat because, well, there is not a whole lot of situation where the torpedo is gonna land except that you have seen that I use against that starred 43. So this game basically is about to end. The enemy team is basically completely messed up here. The Yumihari, I have no idea what he's doing. The Marlborough is also doing nothing. But the speed, as you can able to see, the Tashkent 39 has 54.5 knots. Pretty blazingly fast for tier 7 destroyer. And that's one of the things that I really love about playing Tashkent 39. And I think some of the information that I have explained for Tashkent 39 will eventually help you if you have any chance of getting this ship, or maybe you might have ship in your port. It is a fun torpedo boat destroyer, pretty much recommended for randoms. And yeah, the victory is definitely there for us. Some decent credit earning because it's a premium destroyer. Only 29,000 damage, basically 30,000 damage. Some ASW target hits, 2 torpedo hits on the start 43, 2 kills, basically killing out 2 of their DDs, 1 full captured, 1 defended. Decent game, and team score will basically be able to explain that. So you can be able to see taking on destroyers even in a torpedo boat is important, and the base XP shows clearly that Tashkent 39 still can do stuff with its very, very decent HP pool. Highest HP pool, by the way, even without survivability expert, it is pretty insanely high. By the way, its AA is pretty bad, so don't talk about AA. You just don't think about using its AA. It's terrible, by the way. But other than that, it's a really fun ship. Detail report wise, obviously, did some damage to start 43 with torpedoes. Then there is a destroyer like Hudolo and Gimmicks, and then there is Pommern that I shotguns an alliance that I dealt with depth charges. So I hope you liked and enjoyed this Tashkent 39 gameplay. And thank you guys for watching. If you are new into the channel, please subscribe, like, and share this video. And I will catch you into the next one. Peace out.